All right. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live. This is going to be a quick one, but I really wanted to share this particular topic. This topic is so important, and it's necessary. It is so necessary because we kind of where looks like it's okay. So I'm still here. Great. So it was a brief connection issue. But the reason why I wanted to share this particular topic is because, shout out to Moisa, my new business partner, and also soon to be client, because she brought to my attention, something very powerful. And for all those that see a lot of my posts, thank you for commenting, because it allows me to serve you better and help you more, with this beautiful material. So this particular topic, never feel guilt with your own good fortune. And it was a wonderful post, because a lot of us feel guilty for some of the things that we desire in life. We desire more because that's the inside trying to express itself. That's the inside trying to become a higher version of what we're meant to be. So why feel guilty with your own good fortune? And the reason why we're given that is because we're meant to be more, do more, have more. We're meant for fuller expression and expansion. And the desire to want more is essentially for growth. We want to grow as human beings. We want to experience more. We want to experience things, travel, foods, maybe even luxury things, or even living accommodations, or things with your loved ones. We want to experience more life. And this is the reason why we desire these things. Now, we just want to be more of what we're meant to be. Now, when it comes to feeling guilty with your own good fortune, what is that? What is that? This is to kind of really hammer home here. The problem is we're letting the outside limit what's on the inside. Now, when we're feeling bad about wanting certain things that's not normal in our families, not normal in our geographical location, your environment, when you desire so much more out of life, you'll feel guilty sometimes because the people around you may not have that, or may not even have that dream. This is when you should never let the outside shape what you want for yourself. So the problem, is limiting beliefs that you're conditioned with when we think this way. So the important thing is, this is for you to become more aware of who you are and your relationship to the outside world. Now, basically, you have to always look within, regardless of what's happening on the outside. So that is basically the solution, but I'm going to share a little bit, on this post a little more deeply. And once you understand that it doesn't matter letting go of what's on the outside, once you understand that, that is the key to focus, and also knowing where you're going and what type of goals that you want to achieve, regardless of what people say, regardless of what people do, regardless of what you've been through. Where you're going. That's the direction, right? So once you understand this, your life will it's a lot of clarity. It's a lot of purpose, and you know where you're going. So yeah, let me get into this post here, and I'm gonna just read a little bit that was shared. So it says, look, you have a right to be rich. You were born with it. What does that really mean? Like, you have a right to whatever amount of money that you ever wanted. You have a right to it, right? And that's a big, scary thing for some people. You have a right to be however wealthy you ever wanted. Some people feel that they don't even have a right to do that because they're so used to maybe a poverty mindset. Having a poverty mindset, is conditional. Your parents, grandparents, your environment, right? It's a poverty mindset. Why can't you earn 6 figures in a month or a year or 5 figures, whatever? The number doesn't matter because that's a reflection of the internal self. That is your perception. So you were born with these riches. Now, meaning the outside world is a reflection of the inside. So you were born rich. Bob always said that. And I was like, what? Some people are born, materially rich, but we're all born with richness. We have the imagination, we have perception, the will, reason, memory, intuition, all of these gifts that we've been given that we can develop that change our outside world. That's what he's talking about. So don't ever settle for anything less than what you deserve. What do you deserve? That's a powerful question to ask yourself. What do I deserve? Right? What do I deserve? You deserve whatever you desire. See, a lot of times we feel like we deserve less, right? Because that's what we're used to. That's what we've seen our parents do. That's what we've seen our grandparents do. That's what we see our friends do. So you deserve a lot more than you're giving yourself credit for, and I'm very passionate about this because time and time again, I see people lower their standards and you see so much more potential, right? So it is not your destiny to live a settled for life. Why settle? Life is meant to expand and be the biggest flower or the tallest oak tree or whatever you're meant to be. And I say that symbolically because you're meant to a lot more than where you are. There's always a better version of you. It's unlimited, and that's what you are. When you settle for whatever that's been handed to you, you're stopping your own growth. And you either create or you disintegrate. So when you stop your own growth, you stay at the same salary or even go lower, or you stay at the same level of frequency of awareness, and there's no growth there. You're very stagnant. Make sure my mic's on. Good. So never, it's not your destiny to live a settled for life. Living life as settled, like what kind of life is that? Right? So that means you're just kind of getting by and just kind of letting life happen to you. Today is the I feel like I'm advertising, but today is the Mike Tyson fight, with Jake Paul. Are you just going to let life beat you up? Or are you going to take the hand that you're dealt and make the best play ever? Right? There's always a choice. There's always a choice. And if for the person that says there's no choice, you're disillusioning yourself and you're not serving yourself. That doesn't serve you. There's always a choice. It's just a matter of seeing it. There's good in everything. So no one can keep you from achieving your goals and dreams. No one that is but you. I like this part because we are the only problem and the only solution, right? So Bob says that over and over and over. We as human beings are the only problem and the only solution to our goals or to the growth or to whatever we want to achieve. Always. It'll always be that way. We are the source of our experience here on this planet. We are the star of our own movie. What kind of movie are we having? Are we having a sad ending? Are we having one of those movies that just drag on and there's no climax, there's no cliffhanger, there's just lateral. I've seen movies like that and it just ends and you're like, I spent 2 hours watching this. Or is there a beautiful happy ending for your movie? Whether it's riches, whether it's you celebrating with your family, whether it's you impacting the world in a positive way, whether it's, you know, I don't know, millions and millions of dollars, opening, schools and developing different countries and different products and inventions. What is the ending of your movie, right? So let's tie in a little bit more. And I love this part. People often let their limiting beliefs control their lives. I shared a lot. Limiting beliefs, where do they come from? The only two fears we're born with is the fear of loud noises and falling. Every other fear is learned. Why can't you have what you want? Why can't you go after what you desire? Who cares what happened in the past? This moment here is now. What do you do with this gift? Why focus on negative things and taking all your energy out from you instead of focusing on what's meant for you and what you want? So people that, allow limiting beliefs control their lives, they let the outside forces like the media, social media, feed them thoughts that imprison them into a self-fulfilling cycle of doom. If you keep looking at negativity in the world over and over and over again, how things didn't work out for this person or that person or whatever, you keep focusing on, there's a lot of platforms that just, newspapers, news, whatever, right? There's a lot of negativity. Of course, you can be informed, but there's a thin line when you're allowing it to affect your internal self and your own growth and your own personal development and your frequency. Your whole vibration goes down and you feel bad because you heard about this and heard about that. It's a self-fulfilling cycle of doom. You look at it, you read it, you listen to it, you feel bad. You look at it, you read it, you listen to it, you feel bad. That's the cycle, right? You hear a celebrity or someone pass away, the next day someone else pass away. Look at all this stuff you're allowing into your vibrational state. But focus on you, where you're going. What do you want to do with this life and this time that we've been given, right? So, and it says, and sadly, many people who really need this solution will allow their limiting beliefs and the opinions of others, most of whom you wouldn't want to swap places with. So essentially, many people who really need this solution, which is mentorship. This is a smaller form, and I just kind of wanted to touch on these topics because someone, reached out to me, and Moisa, great comment. She wanted a little more understanding of this, and this is exactly, why we're here, is to get an understanding, to get a new perspective, to get a kick in the butt sometimes, to really start moving and take action towards your better self, because time is not promised for us to be here. So it says we allow limiting beliefs and opinions of others. Opinions of others. Let's say you're going for your first 7 figures, and maybe your friends or colleagues never broke 6 figures in a year. So what happens? You're asking them for advice for something they never done before. So you're allowing their limiting beliefs to impress your subconscious mind based on their experience. Why ask somebody an opinion of something they haven't done before? This is when you become the average of the 5 people you spend around. So this is collective consciousness, which is also known the level awareness, level 2, mass consciousness, mass awareness, meaning you follow the follower. And this has been conditioned in most people. So, and that it's funny that that's the lesson we're on. So take this opportunity now to break yourself free from the self-fulfilling cycle of doom most people are stuck in. Start today by writing down your goal. That's where it starts. Write down your goal. It doesn't matter if it's a material thing or more time or a certain amount of money you would like to have in your bank account, and comment in these posts. Comment in this post. Write down your goal. Start today. This is a get you out of wherever you are. This is to get you out of the limiting beliefs, get you out of allowing everything outside of you dictate what has been directing your inner self. Right? It is not your destiny to live a settled for life. That's not your destiny. And of course, once you write your goal down, I'm going to put my call link somewhere in here, maybe the comments or in the description or something. Let's talk. I really want to talk to you and help you with this material, because there's nothing like living a settled for life and you have so much inside of you that wants to get out. You have goals, you have dreams. Act on these dreams. This is the action for you to take, right? And writing your goals down before I leave, let me check my time because I get winded. When you write your goals down, first of all, you're separating yourself from a majority of people. When you write your goal down, you're getting it out of your head onto a physical plane, onto a paper. So you're not just letting it sit in your head so other thoughts can come in there and it washes away, and then you revisit it maybe a year from now or 6 months or whatever, right? So the important thing is to write it down. And once you got clarity, you can write multiple goals down. Once you got clarity, reach out to me. I want to talk to you. I want to meet you. But most importantly, I want to help you grow and get what you want. What do you really want? What do you desire? What do you want? What do you want to achieve? Where you want to go? What you want to experience that you haven't done before? Maybe it's something that scares you. That's good. That's great. Because when you're uncomfortable, on the opposite side of that is the treasure you seek. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. So on the opposite side of discomfort is what you've been looking for. You're uncomfortable because you're doing something you haven't done before. And it's very interesting because you're limited on that plane with limiting beliefs. But when you start taking action outside of those limiting beliefs, it's very uncomfortable. But you become a grander version of yourself every time. You're basically chipping away the stone that's been there your whole life. Never feel guilt with your own good fortune. Your good fortune was planted in you for a reason. You had a vision, or you see yourself doing more than what you're doing, achieving something you never achieved before. And where do you think that vision came from? It's very special. It's a gift. And go after it. But it first starts with you. Write your goal down. I hope this was helpful. Set up a call with me. I want to talk with you. And help you get out of the self-doom cycle, self-fulfilling doom cycle. But you get the point. So blessings, everybody. Have an amazing weekend. And I'm glad I was able to go live on the platforms today. And I figured something else out new that I really needed to figure out on the back end. But yeah, for those that missed this missed this live, check the replay. I'm posting it now, and except for on YouTube. But yeah, and thank you again to Moisa. I'm really excited for you. We're going to do some amazing things. And thanks for putting the comment to kind of break this down a little bit. And of course, always feel free to comment on any of the posts, so that way I can touch on, address whatever challenge that you're having and be as helpful as I can for you. All right. To your success. Let's finish off the year amazing and go into 2025 sprinting. Blessings, everybody.